It's that time again, babe. By which, of course, I mean time to take advantage of a one blank scene trend as orchestrated by Nando V Movies in the vain attempt to net some subscribers for this desecrated husk of a YouTube channel. Hey, we're talking about villains. You can't exactly fault me for being upfront about my selfish intent this time. Check out the link in the description for the rest of the wonderful videos on this topic, and hey, make your own if you want. There aren't a lot of villains on TV who are as storied and iconic as the Master of Doctor Who infamy. For a series that's run almost 6 decades now, the Master has been a constant since comparatively early days. And yet many a Doctor Who fan will tell you that there's only so many stories the figure shows up in that actually do his character justice. The sociopathic Machiavellian counterpart to the show's titular noble genius protagonist, the Master has had an especially bumpy time as a character since reappearing on TV screens in 2007. But let it be known that in the revived series' 10th season, a moment came which tied up an ongoing arc for the character with a tragic, character-defining scene featuring not just one Master, but 2. Okay, bear with me, I gotta take a minute to set the scene, alright? Since the 1970s, the Master has been a consistent pain in the Doctor's side, be it in trying to take over the planet, kill the Doctor himself, steal the Doctor's body, not in that way, but also totally in that way. He also turned himself into a big cat monster that one time, that's important. They've been portrayed by almost as many different actors in different incarnations as the Doctor has, and their rivalry has spanned millennia. At the time of The Doctor Falls, the story that we're focusing on today, we have the Master as played by John Sim intercepting his future self, the lone female incarnation of the character, going by Missy. And the fun thing about Missy is that her appearances all underscore an oft-obfuscated truth of the Doctor and the Master's relationship. That they were, at one point, the best of friends. And more than anything else, Missy wishes she could have that back. She's tried to restore their relationship by bringing the Doctor to her mode of thinking, but after a couple of years of that failing, she spends Series 10 finally deciding to try and see things the Doctor's way. She tries to fill his role on an adventure to an unknown space station with his supervision, tries to ape his mannerisms, tries to be a good person the way the Doctor thinks she can be.
We picked up your distress call, and here we are to help, like awesome heroes.
But then, the Sim Master arrives and plays devil on her shoulder as they kickstart the development of an evil race of robots. And yes, I know, the Cybermen really aren't robots, but if I get too technical, we will be here all day, alright? Missy's arc throughout her incarnation is one I read as someone struggling with instinct, like an animal. Someone with deeply ingrained base desires for chaos, for violence, or for power, forcing those instincts back for the sake of friendship. Because the Doctor is really all they have left. Sim Master arrives just as Missy is on the precipice of real change, of proving that they can be a better person, and serves almost to give voice to her instincts. He indulges fragrantly and proudly in cruelty for cruelty's sake, displays no empathy to speak of, and when the time comes where it's our 2 Masters and 1 Doctor left to stand between the Cybermen and a ship floor full of innocent people, the Masters just dip. They leave, despite an impassioned speech from the Doctor, which could be and has been the subject of its own video just like this one from multiple other channels. A speech about kindness and decency where he begs them, as their friend, to just stand with him this once. Sim Master ignores him and leaves to save his own skin. Missy hears him, internalizes his words, apologizes, then follows suit. And then we come to the scene. The 2 Masters make their way to the exit. They're home free, but then Missy stops for a second. She pulls Sim Master aside and earnestly, truthfully lets him know she loved being him, loved indulging in his chaos, has no regrets over the things they did. But the time for that has passed. That phase of her life has passed. She stabs him. She leaves him for dead, kills the devil on her shoulder, and turns to go and help her friend, to go stand with the Doctor. If only it could be so simple.
Never. I will never stand with the Doctor!
Yes, my dear, you will.
It's the ultimate tragedy. Missy grew. Missy had changed. The Master had learned, finally, to grow a sense of empathy, learned to be kind for kindness' sake, and learned to earn the right to the Doctor's friendship. But at the same time, they hadn't. Be it internally or by the miracle of time travel, events conspire so the Master just can't let themselves be decent. Their instincts are too strong.
What are we doing? I've got to stop. We've got to go.
Can't go. Not this time.
Yes, we can.
Escape to what? I don't choose to live as an animal.
If we fight, we'll destroy ourselves.
You should have killed me.
If we fight like animals, we'll die like animals.
The animal would rather destroy itself than defy its nature.
This is where we've always been going. This is our perfect ending.
We shoot ourselves in the back.
And in the end, all they can do is laugh about it. Missy, both at the obvious, cruel irony and also the fact that he's right. A leopard can't change its spots. The universe won't let it. For one pure, shining moment, Missy wasn't an animal. They were a real person capable of real kindness. And no one but them will ever know. Yeah, look, I know that was a lot of setup and comparatively little talking about the moment itself, but things were getting long enough already, and I hope that I've conveyed what made the moment impactful anyway. If I succeeded, why not give this video a like and a subscribe to let me know? As I record this, I'm also in the middle of working on a pair of much longer Doctor Who videos, which I can only pray to have done by summer's end. For more of my thoughts on this show, please do me a massive favor and subscribe and share this video around. Doctor Who is my favorite show, and I want to make more videos about it more consistently. Making this that rare video that gets good traffic is a great way to incentivize me to do that, wink wink nudge nudge. That said, thanks to Nando V Movies for giving me the opportunity to talk about this scene, and providing what's already a killer playlist of villainous moments, which you should all check out. For now, stay safe and I'll see you in the future.